of that video with that British dude talking. He puts a cigarette in his mouth, like,
yeah.
I'm serious. Oh, hold on.
Tommy, I'm coming. He's in there. This is on my head. All right, get the back. Tommy wrapped around the doorknob. Here, I got it. How do you know he's still in there? He's still in there. Lock the bathroom window. Come on, Ryan. Wrapped around the doorknob. You got one in there? Yes.
What are you going to do with them?
We're going to keep it there until we can call somebody. They're going to...
Call who? Ghostbusters? Call nobody with that shit. Hey, I got an alien locked up in my room here. Oh, yeah? Well, I hope you have fun with him.
They call up, we got an alien locked in the room. You damn kids and your jokes. Yeah. Sick of these fucking pranks. You know how the sheriff is in those kind of movies all the time?
Like in Goonies?
Yeah.
Like
you fucking kids and your pranks.
Is this a time when you had Michael Jackson come over to your house and use the bathroom? He's like, no. Sure, that was a lie, but his sister did.
LaToya's here. She's an alien too. So.
She is an alien. I liked it when she was a naked alien in Playboy. But
you know something? This is interesting because I wonder how this is going to play out when the guys who made Paranormal Activity make their next project. Have you heard about what they're doing next?
No.
They're doing another found tape project, but this time it deals with some kids who stumble across Area 51.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I'm all aboard. Shit, fuck it.
Yeah. So we'll see how that works out. I wonder if there's going to be this big controversy now where you have
with this.
Yeah, with this. And like, hey, you know, these guys, fuck, man, they stole our idea. Come on.
Well, they already were talking about on one of the websites I read that a lot of people thought that Signs, the movie Signs, the M. Night Shyamalan film, saw this film and made their movie, because there's a lot of similarities between the two.
Oh no, there is, because it's the same thing.
Oh yeah,
they're locked in a house.
Yeah,
and there's aliens outside.
Yeah, there's a little girl involved. There's a single parents or whatever. Yeah, I mean, it's it's a lot of coincidence, but you know, it's two different things. And I even think the director was like, yeah, but you know, hey,
what are you gonna do?
What am I gonna do?
Yeah. Whatever.
But no, you should check it out. I think it's a shame it's not on DVD, because I would actually like to see a really nice copy of it.
Yeah.
But I'm sure somewhere at some point down the road there will be one, because I know it has a huge cult following. At least in Europe, I was reading that there's a pretty big fan base for it in Europe, because they played it they played it. They played over there in Europe, and it got a bigger response than it did here in the States. So,
really? Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they got that British dude.
Yeah. Wankers. I guess so. But yeah, I mean, hey, I'm all for them making more films like that, because you know, when they do work, you know, they're a lot of fun to watch. So if it becomes its own genre at some point, that'll be great, as long as they're done well. I mean, and plus with the success of Paranormal Activity, I mean, that's pretty much a given right now.
Oh well, I'll try and take that out, man. So let's switch gears here real quick to something that we talked about. Was it last week, or maybe it was a couple of weeks ago?
About what?
About our
Wikipedia page?
Wikipedia page.
God damn it. Yeah. Yeah, no, that was last week. Yeah, last week when I was trying to help people put our Wikipedia page up. Yeah. I remember that.
Let's see. Okay. People have been adding to this. It's gotten bigger. It's got a lot of notes. Has a few external links to it.
That's great.
And at the top, and I'm just used to this now. Yeah. It still says this article is being considered for deletion in accordance with Wikipedia's deletion policy, which means they don't think they think we're doing this shit.
Right.
Or maybe they don't. Yeah. I don't know what the deletion policy is.
I still don't know what the policy is or how that works. If somebody knows, hey, send us a comment, please. But,
I mean, fuck, man.
I tried looking it up and I can't find nothing. So.
I see all these Wikipedia pages about people who have nothing.
Right.
I mean, that could be, they're like a paragraph.
Yeah.
Even this thing, alien abduction and Toluca Lake or whatever that shit is, it's just
it's one paragraph.
It's one paragraph.
It's one paragraph.
This has a fucking story to it, has links, has all kind of notes.
There's some legitimacy to it.
There's some legitimacy to it. Yeah. I don't know how the fuck this is considered some sort of spam or promotion.
Yeah.
We didn't write it.
No, not at all. And I don't get it. Like I said, I don't get it. I don't understand how it works. I don't care how it works, especially after I
all kind of facts and shit. Now, there's some stuff that they have wrong here that they haven't talked about yet because they pull these things from articles. So it's true, but
you should talk to the guy because we know the guy who's doing the page, who's working on the page. He sent me a comment actually.
Yeah, he sent me one too. I should talk to him because I tried to help him out.
Yeah, so you should help him with the facts.
Yeah, because he took something from an old article where we were still with the company Miva. We're with Hollywood.com now. So that's one of the things that's incorrect on there, and that should be changed. Hopefully he's listening. But I ain't touching it. You know, because the moment I go in there and touch, he's going to be like, "Fuck you,
delete."
But
you've been deleted.
Yeah, check it out, people. It's very nice, and whoever did it, I appreciate it. I wish I could remember the guy's name right now because I really want to give credit where credit's due. It was actually a couple of people. I think there's been maybe even 3 attempts from different people. So thank you to all who have tried that. Send me your names. We'll give you a proper thank you on the next show.
And the guy who wrote or whoever it was that wrote that I'm an all out I'm the only openly gay homosexual on the site.
Let you address that.
Send me something too. I'll give you a big thank you. Yeah.
Who wrote this shit?
I appreciate it. Fuck if I know, dude.
Is it still on there?
No, you're on the page right now. Do you see it?
Okay, let me see.
It's
what are the characters here?
Yeah, it'll start talking about the characters.
Well, we don't. Okay, do we have?
Let me see here.
A bio of the characters on here because we have.
All right, it goes to the bottom. Right there. Wait. Oh no, that talks about the spill party. It's up there somewhere, but I don't think it's there.
Okay, because they took all the stuff off that talk about us.
Oh, right there. Yeah. It used to be right there.
Okay. Well, I guess they took those descriptions off.
But no, I don't know. So I checked out my page like at fucking midnight and
people don't know. They said that they talked about our Wikipedia page and then there was I didn't see it, but there was a comment on there from someone. I don't know who that said co-host is the openly gay member.
Yeah, is the only openly gay member right now on the site.
And I saw your response. It was like, I don't suck. I suck titties. That's what I suck.
Hey man, nobody else is looking to help me out with that. So
I didn't see it, man. I would have helped you. I didn't see it. I thought your response was appropriate. That's how I found out about it from your response.
I know. I had a friend who hardly ever visits the site. But he checked on my page and he saw on the top of my page it said "fuck Wikipedia," and he's like, "I got to check out this Wikipedia page." And then he started reading the comments to understand what was going on, and he figured it out. And he was like, and I was like, man, he was laughing a little too hard. I was like, motherfucker, I bet you put that shit up.
I gotta admit that if the time I had been around and we had talked about it sooner. Yeah, because you do this shit to me, I would have been like you.
Yeah, exactly. I know. I was like, hey, that's called karma. I guess. I never understood.
Yeah,
I never understood how that works.
See, I'm used to it. You know how many accusations of being gay, so I'm just like, whatever.
Well, that's why when I saw it, I just kind of laughed at it.
Yeah, you can all laugh at it.
No, I looked at it and everyone was reminding me. Did you see what they wrote about you on the Wikipedia page? You need to go there and kick their ass. I'm like, oh fuck! What? I was like, I got enough problems. I got to worry about Wikipedia now. So right. But it was pretty funny.
Okay, so here's damn people. I love the way people update this stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like
I
feel like we're actually being reported in the Inquirer or something. So here's the funniest entry to me.
From the Daily Sun. Yeah.
From the Examiner.
Yeah.
Okay, so they have descriptions for all the podcasts. I'll read them to you. A couple of cold ones. With Spill's first podcast. It involves Corey and Carlisle sitting around and drinking beer while discussing the top 5 movies at the box office on the particular week, followed by some free-form discussion and concluded by answering emails submitted by members of the site. Carlisle usually opens the show by announcing, while doing a bad impersonation of a sports announcer, live from the Spill Studios located behind a liquor store on the I-35 interchange. It's time once again for a couple of cold ones with Corey and Carlisle. The podcast is the shortest in duration, normally lasting just over an hour. So that's pretty correct.
Right.
All right. So let's read The League of Extremely Ordinary Gentlemen.
Bunch of dorks hanging out.
A bunch of fucking dorks. It was the second podcast. It features Cyrus and Leon, along with other members of the league, sitting in an area dubbed the League Lounge and discussing comic books, science fiction, and fantasy-related books, movies, video games, and TV shows, and many other aspects of geek culture. It is easily the most organized of Spill podcasts. The show is concluded by discussing email sent by fans in the group, proclaiming in unison, "Long live the league." Okay, so now let's get to Let's Do This, which is a fucking novel that you wrote. And the description of this is crazy.
Crazy.
Let's Do This was the third of Spill's podcast. It began accidentally. Co-host was filling in for Carlisle on a Coco for several weeks, and the fans loved it so much that they created a new podcast. The members were to pick the name, and Let's Do This won narrowly over "I'm a goat and I eat my own milk." It starts with a disclaimer warning listeners that there are professional bullshitters and that you should not try this at home. It is a completely free-form discussion podcast that has Corey and co-host with an occasional guest or replacement for an absent member, talking about topics such as new movies coming out, past movies they both love and hate, current events, funny or amusing things they found on the internet, their personal lives, and frequently graphic and exaggerated discussions about their own sex lives and the sex lives of others.
There's nothing exaggerated about that.
Yeah, exactly. That's all true.
Yes.
How dare you?
I bang all girls in the ass.
Graphically.
Oh, yeah. Then I draw it. Yeah. Whatever that means.
Where was I? Where the fuck was... Oh, the show has been known to frequently descend into... Okay, this is where it gets crazy. This thing is about to descend into nonsense. The show has been known to frequently descend into nonsensical craziness when Corey and co-hosts latch on to a particular topic and begin discussing in highly exaggerated terms, often leading the discussion into realms that make little or no actual sense, but nonetheless remains highly entertaining to listeners. The show concludes with an email section called "Fuck Your Thoughts," in which the pair claim to fuck the thoughts of various listeners. The show is always ushered in by the duo building each other up by asking themselves if they are ready repeatedly, then both proclaiming loudly, "Let's do this," followed by a heavy metal guitar solo by their mascot Goatsy, not to be confused with the nasty Goatsy, their resident bipedal death metal goat who supposedly eats his own milk. Actually, the song is a sample from "Get to the Chopper" by Arnold Schwarzenegger tribute band Austrian Death Machine, usually ranging from an hour to 2 to 3 hours.
To 4 hours. Yeah.
Oh, I read that wrong. Usually ranging from an average of 2 to 3 hours. Okay, that's kind of true.
Yeah.
That
show sounds awful.
Now, if I saw that, I'd be like, that sounds like the craziest thing. I can't even make sense out of reading this.
Yeah.
This is something I got to listen to myself.
I know. Yeah, all that stuff about the parts that don't make sense, you can listen to the show, and I'm sure you'll get plenty of that.
Yeah.
Especially the beginning.
It makes sense if you were there.
Yeah.
Okay, and they say that a fourth podcast involving Corey and Leon has become increasingly likely. This is because they have been good friends for basically their entire lives. Okay, wrong. And have entire lives. Like we were sharing the same crib.
You guys are like Muppet babies.
Yeah. Spill babies. And have many stories and had many adventures. They will probably talk about other parts of popular culture that Spill has previously ignored, such as music, books, sports, news, global issues, politics, and food and drink.
Wow, they got your whole agenda right there. You guys are going to talk about drinks, sports.
The name of the show is yet to be announced. The length of the show is yet unknown. While an official part of the site, many members... While not an official part of the site, many members of the site have started their own podcast. Okay. It's pretty...
There you go,
I mean, a lot of incorrect things in there, but...
So you better hurry up and get that other podcast
get going.
ready. Come on, Corey.
I say busy. They talk about the spill parties. There have been several spill parties which involves Corey, Cyrus, Carlisle, Leon, co-host 3000, and other members of the site getting together. There have been 2 spill parties in Austin, Texas, and 1 in London, England. Actually, there's been 2. there have also been suggestions to have parties in Japan and in the Netherlands. We have a party coming up in the Netherlands.
That's right.
Trying to get that one going on in Japan.
That's right. Oh, and there's another part there. Co-host still loves sucking dicks. Oh, I always forget that. That's right.
Oh,
no, he's right.
We'll correct that part.
Yeah.
We'll get that deleted.
Yes.
Wrong. Yeah. He loves tasting dick, not sucking them. Just a little nibble here and there.
Yeah.
All right. So
they're like my crazy straws.
well, that's interesting, man. It's always
No, it's cool. No,
it's always funny to hear how other people interpret what you do.
exactly.
Whether it be right or wrong.
That's all part of the fun. Yeah.
Yeah,
but good job on the page. Shit, somebody actually took some time out to write all that bullshit about us. So
yeah, no, nice.
I salute you.
I really do like the way they sold this show, though, because it would really make me.
Hey, you
listen
know
to
what?
This.
I know. What is this bullshit?
Listen to what he said.
Yeah.
It's a show where two guys call themselves professional bullshitters, where they graphically talk about their sex lives. While having a bipedal goat come in and say Austrian death machine while they yell, "Let's do this." I mean, it shit makes no sense at all.
No, not at all.
And it descends into insanity and craziness.
Half the show you will not get. You're not going to understand this bullshit.
Like, what the fuck? How is that even possible?
No.
All right, you
That
know
is
what,
crazy.
man?
Oh, this show makes me proud, Corey. I have to admit, it makes me proud.
I love this show.
I love this show myself too. Ooh, now I ain't gonna suck your dick or nothing.
But it says right there that you do that.
No, not
Wikipedia never
only
lies.
on the weekends. Wikipedia
Oh, okay. What's
only
the
on
day?
the. Oh, that's
Tuesday?
party time.
Damn. Well, see, that's what you got to put in there.
I played jump rope with them dicks.
He is
jump
gay
rope
on Saturday.
Yes.
Get your shit straight.
Hey, come on already.
Yeah, God
Get
damn.
the scoop.
Tuesday is my gay day.
Yeah.
Let's have a gay day.
Alternate between sucking titties and sucking dick.
The best of both
I
worlds.
suck it all.
Is it gay if you're only gay part time?
Yes.
All right.
I suck the chrome off of anything. I'm a robot. The hell is that fact shit? I love women. It's my little.
And gay people, we're just joking around.
It's my little clerks thing. Yeah, no, gay people, we love you.
Yeah, you have no. We joke around just like we joke
And
around.
I'll love you too for the right price.
Yeah.
No.
Now, see, here's where we get into a tricky part here. We're talking about gay people, and I guess the thing that probably makes us maybe seem like we're now homophobes is because we've come on defended gay people, and we joke around with everybody, but we come on with something afterwards. That's a disclaimer, like, hey, look, we're joking.
Yeah, we're joking. Don't beat us up.
Don't beat us up. Don't do anything. But there's some cases where you put images and you put words out there where people don't have that balance and don't know you're joking. That's why we're going to try to get into what we're talking about right now. See if we can fit this in.
Yeah.
We'll see if we can fit race into a 15-minute discussion here. I don't know. We'll try.
We'll try our darndest. But.
Yeah, okay. We probably shouldn't even get into this now, but we made such a big deal about it before.
I know.
Some people had been sending me some videos.
Right.
Oh, actually, just one video. Some people have been telling me about this one video about this show in Australia called Hey, Hey, It's Saturday. A little background of what happened here. On the show, and I've never seen the show, so I don't know if it's a more comedic version of America's Got Talent.
Well, you were telling me it's kind of sounding like the Gong Show in a way.
Kind of like the Gong Show in a way too, because it's not very serious. It seems that these acts that come up, the only thing that's missing is the gong. So they had Harry Connick Jr. on as a contestant. I mean, not as a contestant, but a judge one day.
Poor Harry. What the hell is he doing in Australia doing a game show?
Yeah,
is that the end of his career?
No, what are you doing over there? Have things gotten that bad? You're a contestant on a fucking joke show?
Yeah. What happened to the movies, Harry?
What happened to the movie and the music?
Independence Day did it for him, I guess.
Didn't they blow him up?
Put the nail in the coffin. Yeah, they did. He's like one of the better actors in that movie.
They blew his ass up while he was singing. So he was a contestant on the day that they have. I mean, God, no, I keep saying contestant. He was a judge on the day they had this act come on called the Jackson Jive.
Right.
Now, the Jackson Jive are 5 Australians. Four of them, one of them is dressed up like Michael Jackson, big, crazy looking Afro wig and white face,
right.
and shades. But the rest of them came on in these nappy, crazy Afro wigs.
Yeah.
And they were in blackface.
Oh no!
Yeah, had the face painted all dark brown, and then when they were acting like
Sambo.
Come on, everybody in on this.
Oh yeah.
So here, let me go ahead and just
play because
it speaks for itself here.
I need to
Now, before everybody's in an uproar about here they go talking about race and they go start talking about how white people are evil, just listen. Okay?
Calm down.
Yeah, calm down. We're gonna try to bring some sense into this whole discussion.
Can bring some justice to this discussion.
Yes, solving the world's problems is what we do.
Jackson Jive we have, actually, there's an interesting story which I'll tell you after they perform, but they're here for a song and dance tribute to Michael Jackson. They're all down from Sydney, these boys, and simply called the Jackson Jive.
What was that music in the background?
I don't know, but this set looks like something from the Gong Show. I mean, it looks like it was like it's built in the 70s.
Yeah, this set looks like it's like a big piece of cardboard.
Like a red felt like
it's made from like
curtain in the background.
Oh fuck! I keep doing this. Here, let me start over.
Okay.
Jackson Jive we have, actually, there's an interesting story which I'll tell you after they perform, but they're here for a song and dance tribute to Michael Jackson. They're all down from Sydney, these boys, and simply called the Jackson Jive.
What's that music?
I don't know. Some old timey music.
But you look at this set. It's like a piece of velvet for the curtain.
No, it's like fucking. It's the Gong Show set. That's what it is.
Gong Show had more. They could at least, and it's a big piece of cardboard looking like arch over the curtain. They could at least put some glitter on this shit or something. But let's go ahead and here they come, the Jackson Jive. Let's listen to this.
All right. You stepped into the dream world.
A nightmare for some people.
Yeah.
Now they're out there, no white suits.
Man, you're Randy. We are family. Can you feel it?
It's like there's no joke here.
No, that's.
Now it says a tribute to Mark Jackson. I don't know who Mark Jackson is, but these guys are right now all in white suits. They look nothing like the Jackson. Now they got the little guy coming out looking like Michael. And that's all they're doing is dancing in blackface.
The whole world's coming together now. Everybody, sing with me. Can you feel it?
Oh, that's my favorite Jackson song too. They're torturing it. What? What was that?
And there's something that says, "Where's Kamal?" which is like this big lip caricature of somebody that's a figure over there that they've been making fun of for a while.
Oh wow.
Can you feel it?
Oh, so they do have a gong.
It is
it is
the Gong Show.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Okay,
I was about to say, yeah. What the fuck?
The video that I saw, it was kind of cut.
Okay. No, that's definitely the Gong Show.
We'll get a score for you while you get your breath. Because,
Okay, now they're going to cut to Michael Jackson.
All right.
I mean, I'm sorry, Harry Connick Jr.
Okay.
Jive.
Thank you, Darryl. I love you all.
Thank you. Harry, a little better than the last act, perhaps.
Man, you know, if you take the Jackson 5 and subtract this 5.
Whoa! Well, is there any redeeming, would you give them just for turning up? Perhaps a 2 or 3 or 4?
Man, if they turned up looking like that in the United States.
Oh, yeah. You're right. You're right, actually. So we'll just keep it at a 0.
Like, hey, there's no more show.
Yeah. Let's go to Jackie now.
I thought you were very cute. Great choreography. Terrific.
Look at this bitch. She talking about a bunch of motherfuckers in blackface, shucking and jiving across the screen. I thought
She's very proper.
Well, okay, so blah blah blah. They give them.
Does he say anything else after that?
Well, yeah. Here's where the real controversial part comes in, where he comes in, he actually says how offended he was by this. Harry Connick Jr.
This show, Steve, as Marcia would say, want to do, because I noticed look, when you were judging, very kindly judging red faces, I noticed that when we had the Jackson Jive on, and it didn't occur to me till afterwards that I think we may have offended you with that act, and I deeply apologise on behalf of of us, because I know that your countrymen, that's an insult to have a blackface routine like that on the show. So I do apologise to you.
Thanks, Daryl. And I just wanted to say on behalf of of my country, I know it was done in humorously, but we've spent so much time trying to not make black people look like buffoons that when we see something like that, we take it really to heart. And I know it was in good fun. And the last thing I want to do is take the show to a real, kind of a down level, because I love how much I love this show in this country, but I feel like I'm at home here. And if I knew that was going to be a part of the show, I definitely wouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
So I thank you for the opportunity. I got to give it up, because Daryl said, I told him at the break, he said, man, you need to speak as an American, not as a white American or a black American, but as an American, I need to say that. So thanks for giving me the opportunity.
Damn, that sucks. Just being put in a position like that.
I know.
Where you
got to say something.
You'd assume at least, because the host himself says, and we know in the States that you guys consider this, it's fucked up. You take this to heart, that it is very offensive. And all I'm thinking is, well, if you knew that and you have an American on there, why are you going to do it anyway?
Why would you do that anyway?
Yeah. And what is if I was Harry Connick Jr., I would have said, all right, can you tell me what's the point of all this? Is there something humorous about this that I didn't get? Because I'm trying to figure out where the humor comes in. So just kind of explain to me what I'm not getting right now.
Yeah, and look, I want to be fair here. Mm-hmm. I don't know how much they realized that was going to be offensive. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to make any judgments without knowing.
Right.
Maybe they didn't know, and maybe they were doing that in fun, and maybe they thought that, hey, this is something that people have gotten over and everything's cool. But a couple of things. Mm-hmm. First of all, would they have done that if they had a black contestant on there? Because the whole audience is white.
Yeah.
The judges are white. A lot of contestants are white, and they're making fun of somebody on there. Somebody drew a picture of somebody who looks like a foreigner.
Yeah.
And they drew him with big lips and everything. So I'm wondering.
And that was strange. Yeah, I'm kind of curious who drew that picture, because I was like, what was that I just saw?
Yeah.
Where did that come from? Who drew that? What does that mean?
In context of what they were doing right there, it comes out in the worst way.
Yeah.
So so let's just say don't understand. Mm-hmm. No hard feelings, really. I mean, it's kind of like, okay, you don't know our culture.
Right.
It was something that you did by accident. And they apologized. I think the group is called Red Faces that did that.
Uh-huh.
And so they came out and said they were sorry after they were interviewed. The host of the show, I think, said that he was sorry. They apologized. Mm-hmm. The thing that I find disturbing about it, though, is that in an environment where there's hardly any other kind of person except white people, the thing that bothers me about that is subconsciously are people looking at black people in this way where they do see them as jiving, nappy-headed, dark-faced people.
I think I can say I don't think anybody looks at black people like that.
You know why I say that? Because think about that whole. The reason why I say this is because in other countries it happens.
Right. Well, I think they're more used to the imagery, the fucked up imagery. I think. A lot of that imagery that we used to have, especially with cartoons and stuff like that, like old cartoons. All that stuff's on the internet. I think people are still very aware of that, because that's just a side of culture that we do tuck away. And I think there are a lot of people that kind of seek that out to see what it was, or what it was about, and the crazy caricatures they used to have of black people. Where I know friends who go looking for that stuff just because it's so rare. And it's really fucked up when you find it. And I think people kind of latch onto that idea as far as it's such a ridiculous moment of our, at least American history, where we used to have billboards and signs, black people like that, next to watermelon. I found it was like a metal advertisement for bubble gum, for watermelon bubble gum,